channel. So today I'm back again with another strategy that we're going to be using for scalping ticks on Boom 1000 and Crash 1000. Okay, the 1000 series only. Okay, so in this video I'm going to need you to listen attentively because there are some specific rules that you are going to need to follow, and if you don't follow these rules you are going to incur loss. Okay, so I'm going to need you to listen attentively and take note of everything. If you have a notebook or somewhere you can write, take note attentively. Okay, so there are two types of entries that I'm going to be describing in this video. Okay, so there's the risky entry and there's a conservative entry. Okay, so there are advantages for both of them, for both of the entries, but you're going to need to choose which one you're going to be using. Okay, so for the risky entry, the advantage is you get multiple entries. Okay, so you can enter even 10-15 times a day. You can get a lot of entries, and obviously you're not going to lose on each and every entry that you take. Okay, so maybe you lose 3 times out of the 15 times that you take a trade, so you will remain profitable. Okay, so that's the advantage. Then the disadvantage is that you can incur some losses. Obviously in every stage you can incur some losses, but this one is a little bit more riskier than the conservative entry. Okay, then for the conservative entry, the advantage is that you are reducing the chances of losses. Okay, so we are narrowing down on losses, but the disadvantage is you can only get you won't get an entry each and every time. Okay, so you may get even 3 or 5 entries a day, which means you have to risk more in order to get more profit. If you are using the risky entry, since you'll be getting more entries, I encourage you to use a lower lot size, lower depending on your account size, but maybe $1 or 50 cents lot size. Okay, but if you are using the conservative method, since you get way less entries, you have to use a larger lot size. Okay, because you won't get many entries, right? Okay, so let's jump into it and I'll show you how this is done. Okay, so as I said, this is for the 1000 series only. That's the first rule, for the 1000 series only. Okay, so let me jump into the rules. Okay, let me show you the settings first. Okay, so for the conservative method, you are going to be needing this moving average, right? And then for the risky entry, there's no need for a moving average. You just need the average true range, the ATR. Okay, so let me show you the settings, right? So for the moving average, it's period 50, shift 0, method exponential, apply to close, right? Color, I chose black. You can choose any color of your choice. Take a screenshot. Okay, then for the ATR, right, let me show you something. Then for the ATR, let me show you the settings, right? For the ATR, we're going to be using period 14, style 2 pixel. Then for the levels, then for the levels, we're only going to be needing level 2, right? We're only going to be using level 2. Then shift the style to 2 pixel for the line to be thick, for the level to be thick. Then choose black or any color of your choice. Okay, then click done, right? So this is what your chart is supposed to be looking like. Okay, so here are the rules. 1, we only use this strategy on the Boom 1000 and Crash 1000 only, no 500, no 300. Okay, that's the first rule. The second rule is we only use this strategy on the 1 minute time frame, right? So we are not going to be using this strategy on the larger time frames. Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, so let me start with the conservative method, right? Though you get less entries, but there will be, most of them, they will be surely be profitable, and you can hold the trade a little bit longer and it's more guaranteed than the risky method, and you can hold the trades for a little while longer than the risky entry. Okay, so here, so for the rules for the entry conditions, for the conditions for us to enter on the conservative method. Okay, so number one, the candlesticks, these small candlesticks, they must be for, this is for boom 1000 for sales. Okay, so the candlesticks must be below the 50 moving average. That's the black moving average right there. It's black moving average, right? So that's the first condition that we are going to be, that need to be made. Okay, then for the ATR, one for the, when the spike occurs, right? Want the ATR to go above the what? Level 2, right? So in this case, the first spike here, the ATR didn't go above what? Above the level 2, right? So we don't enter, right? And then for this spike right here, it goes above what? The level 2, right? So when it goes above the level 2, right, we enter what? Our sell, right? So the lot size you are going to decide on your own, depending on your account size, and try this out on demo before going live. Okay, so right there, you enter out your sell trade right there. Okay, so we're going to be targeting 5 to 6 candles using what? The strategy. That's the safest. Those are the what? Safest candlesticks that you can target, right? So 5 to 6 candles means 5 to 6 minutes, right? That's it. 5 candles. That's what I guarantee. That's what I guarantee you, right? So 5 candles. So for the conservative method, most probably, in most cases, you can even hold up to what? Up until 10 minutes or so, right? But it's going to need a lot of practice, and for you to know the market direction on the higher time frame, right? So on the conservative, you can, in order to hold the trade longer, you're going to do multiple time frame analysis and check what the high time frame is. Say it is confirming that it's in a down frame for a long time, you can hold your trade for even 10 to 15 minutes, right? With a larger lot size, there's going to be a lot of money, right? So right here, when the candlesticks are below the 50 moving average, right? When the candlesticks are below and the spike, okay, this doesn't go above level 2, and this spike goes above level 2, right? So enter our sale right there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, you're out, right? So it even went longer. So one of the rules that I like in trading, if you are not disciplined, you are going to incur losses, right? So you have to be what? Very disciplined using what? This strategy, right? So as I said, for the conservative method, we are not going to get what? Many examples, because it doesn't confirm most of the time. It's not what? Confirming what? Most of the time. They won't get any entries most of the times, rather than the risky entry. Okay, so let me show you what? Right here. The candlesticks are below the 50 moving average, right? Spike occurs right here. And it goes above what? Level 2 right here. Right? So we enter the market. So we've got 1 candlestick, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? You can even hold up around. I'm sure there were 10 candles. Right? So using what? This strategy, the conservative method, there are going to be more profits rather than not losses, right? So right here, the candlesticks are below the black moving average. Spike occurs, it doesn't go above level 2. Spike occurs here, goes above level 2. Target what? 5 to what? 6 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're out, right? So this is the beauty of this strategy. You are guaranteed 5 to 6 candles each and every time, right? So be disciplined. Exit when 5 minutes is up. That's it, right? If you are not disciplined, that's not going to be on me, right? So let me show you what. Let me first describe what we are going to be doing for the risky entry. So for the risky entry, we are going to be ignoring what? The EMA rule, that the candlesticks must be below this what? Moving average, right? We're going to be ignoring that. Rather, we're only going to be looking at the ATR, the average true range, right? That's what we're only going to be looking at it, right? So right here, okay, so here whenever a spike occurs, for example here, a spike occurs goes above level 2, right here, goes above level 2, you enter, hold 6 candlesticks, even if it goes way into profit, don't mind guys, as long as if you have taken what your 6 candles with the right lot size, I'm sure you'd have had enough of what this strategy, right? So 6 candles, you're out, right? 5 to 6 candles, you're out. And when using the risk entry, you can even get 15 entries on Boom 1000 only, or even 5 or 10 entries on Crash 1000, depending on the day, right? So you are going to get a lot of entries, and if you enter each and every opportunity that you get, targeting $10, targeting $10 each entry you take, right? So if you get 10 times that you enter, targeting $10 each time, that will be $100, right? So obviously use proper risk management. I'm not giving any financial advice, okay? Use proper risk management, but this is what quite easy, guys. You can do this, okay? So here, spike occurs, goes above level 2, enter what? Your 6 candles. Spike above level 2, enter 6 candles. You're out, right? So I'm not going to give you the lot size that I use. You try this out on demo on your own, and then you can decide the lot size that you're going to be using and everything else, right? So that's up to you, okay? So right here, let's see right here. So spike occurs here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, you're out, right? Then for the other row, that's what I wanted to say, right? As you can see here, we got our 6 candles, and then it spikes even more, but right here we don't enter. It's above the level 2, but we don't enter, right? Because we wait until what the candlesticks, in fact this line here on the indicator window, right, when it comes back below the what level 2, and if it spikes again above the level 2, that's when you enter. Right here it didn't come back below the level 2, so we don't enter, right? That's another rule that we forgot to tell you, okay? So right here, when it spikes here, though you could have been lucky, but for more confirmation, wait for the moving average, the line, to come back below the level 2 and spike again. That's when you get your more safer entries, right? So that's it. Let me check for right here. There's a spike, 6 candles, you're out. Right here, let me shift here. Spike goes above level 2, 6 candles, you're out, right? So as you can see, you are guaranteed of 6 candles, 6 or 8 candles, right? 6 candles, and then spike occurs later, but you'd have already been out of the market. So let's check Crash 1000, then we'll call it a day, right? So this is quite simple. Just try it out on demo before you go live. Check the lot size that you are going to be using, and you are going to be guaranteed profit, right? So right here, we've got a spike occurs right here, goes above level 2, enter 6 candles, we're out. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Spike occurs, 6 candles, we're out. Though we got a little spike right here, but it couldn't have affected you, right? Right here, spike occurs, 6 candles, we're out. So that's it for this video. If you like the content, like, subscribe, and share. Okay, thank you.